welcome to G.A.M.E. And now here's your host, GQ.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another exciting episode. If you haven't, make sure you email us, gameshowchat@gmail.com. Follow us on Twitter @gameshowchat. And make sure you subscribe to this channel so you don't miss an episode. Now, we got a great topic today. We're going to be talking about movie remakes. There's some good ones out there. There are some just god-awful, horrible ones out there. So right now, we're going to welcome Megatron to the panel and Philip.
Now, before we get to these remakes, I see the size of my cup, and then I look at your cup. Why is your cup bigger than mine, man?
Genetics, man. Genetics.
You got Kool-Aid now?
Hey, we ain't gonna talk about what's in here. We're gonna be talking about these movie remakes, man. What's some of the ones that we just outright know that were decent, good remakes?
Here's the thing, I have a little list I made. I have a list of remakes that should be made, and my number one would be Escape from New York.
Okay.
The reason I said it, because why not update it? I mean, it was in the 80s. Why not do a little, make it more, dystopian than it was before in the 80s, but just make it more just rugged and hardcore.
So you can be mad at it?
Heck yeah.
That's the only thing that's gonna happen.
Right, you're gonna get mad when they make the movie.
Why not? I mean, come on, I know it was a classic, but why not?
You're gonna get mad when they remake this movie.
Exactly, because Kurt Russell's Snake Plissken,
come
on, Metal Gear Solid, we all know Snake Plissken and Solid Snake are the same character.
Yeah,
so you can't mess with it. That formula was perfect. Even when that sequel they did, Escape from LA, was just kind of like...
It was goofy.
But the first one was good.
Well, of course, yeah. I mean, there was cocaine. It was the 80s.
Well,
it was goofy good.
Okay, so all right, we'll give it goofy good.
No, because Isaac Hayes was in it.
Well, you ain't gonna get Isaac Hayes back.
Right.
Not at all.
Unfortunately. All right, let's just move on.
Yeah. I'll try to start us off on a better slate.
All right.
I'm gonna go with the Oceans franchise.
All right.
From Oceans 11, 12, and 13, a very great cast, great ensemble of people put together. And one thing that I really did like about it was that even though it had the late Bernie Mac and Don Cheadle, you never really saw them interact as much. So, it wasn't really about, hey, we're the only two black guys here, let's hang out. It was about the group as a whole.
Right.
And that whole Sammy Davis and Frank Sinatra. And
the original Rat Pack.
Right.
Okay. Well, here's the thing with that, though. I mean, of course, the original one was made back in 1960. So, of course, it was the Rat Pack. The 2001 update with, like you said, George Clooney, Brad Pitt, Don Cheadle, Bernie Mac, that one was just great. Soderbergh did an outstanding job with that movie. And it's just like, now the only problem I had was once you got to the third one, I don't know, worse than 13, I don't know what was going on with the color correction, because Al Pacino looked like he was a lobster in that whole movie.
He did look rather like he was a red tint.
Right, like he was in clam bake or something, man. So, okay. Now, what are some horrible remakes?
Total Recall. I hate Total Recall. I've seen pornos with better endings than Total Recall. Come on, why would you do that? I mean, Colin Farrell, he's a decent actor. Okay. I'm not gonna say he's the bad.
He was in Daredevil.
Oh, that's right, he was Bullseye. Oh, that sucks, so I hate him now.
Okay. But Total Recall, I watched it again.
Okay.
Because when I went and saw it with him. When we first saw the movie, an abomination.
I want to see 3 titties.
Really? Okay, so Philip just decided.
Quado wasn't there.
Philip was like, here's your family friendly, out the window.
Right,
Forget about it.
Just throw that.
Kids.
Oh, okay, so so Philip's got to take his meds. We're gonna talk to Megatron a little bit.
Yeah, so back to Total Recall.
All right.
I just really didn't care for that story. It was similar to the same story, but as far as the Quado purpose, he wasn't really there, and it just didn't have that same feel. With a lot of those movies back then, like they were kind of goofy, but that was what made them good.
All right.
But in regards to, gratuitous breast shots, I really wasn't too concerned with that.
Fair enough. All right. So, all right, well, here's the thing, though. Here's some really bad remakes that actually came from the same director, Bangkok Dangerous. Believe it or not, Bangkok Dangerous, the Fang brothers, the Fang, I might be saying that wrong, guys, so if I'm saying it wrong, forgive me. But they took that movie, they had a decent concept, filmed it in Thailand, the original, and then, of course, they decided, let's Americanize it, and they put Nick Cage in it for some insane reason.
Wasn't the original guy blind and deaf?
The original guy was deaf. So it's like you got Nick Cage in there who can't act. Here's the thing, Nick Cage won an Oscar somehow, but yet and still it seems like in all his later movies he can't find his way out of a paper bag with his acting skills.
The only thing he did good was playing Big Daddy and Kick-Ass.
Fair enough. He did a great job in that.
Yeah, so.
Another remake that just wasn't really necessary, Karate Kid.
Thank you, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Or Kung Fu Kid.
Ooh, you hit it right on the head. That's what I'm talking about. It's not Karate Kid, it's Kung Fu Kid, because we already know Jackie Chan does not do karate. Simple as that. And American people go, oh, it's the new remake of the Karate Kid, but he's not that. So I don't understand what's going on.
On that note, let me take a drink from my giant mug here, sir.
Go ahead.
But go right ahead, though.
But back to Karate Kid, I didn't think it was necessarily bad, but I don't think it needed to be remade.
No.
But I will tell you what else should have never thought about being remade, and it has Colin Farrell in it too. Fright Night.
Oh God, that hurt my heart.
I would definitely agree with you there. Fright Night did not need to be touched.
No, it was
Another
stupid.
abomination.
It was stupid.
Well, okay. All right, now here's the thing. You brought up Escape from New York as a remake that's coming up. They're thinking about doing Point Break again.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I mean, they're saying they're taking out the surfing, they're going to replace it with extreme sports because that's what's kind of, the hot thing right now. And it's like you kind of had Fast and the Furious,
right.
which is kind of the same feel. So why do you need to do another Point Break?
I don't want to see a Patrick Swayze character doing the skateboard tricks.
All right, well, fair enough. How about this? Here's another one. Old Arnold movie trying to come back. Commando. They want to redo Commando.
No, nothing but killing. You can't do that now.
Well, no.
Did you hear who they want to get, though?
Who?
Sam Worthington.
No.
Mr. I want to do this as a man.
No.
Mr. I messed up Clash of the Titans and did a Clash of the Titans sequel that was even worse than the first one.
Oh God, no.
The reason why is not even because Sam Worthington, I enjoy a lot of his work, but because he's not Arnold Schwarzenegger. That movie was made by him. Some of his lines, he was hanging a man, and he said, "Oh, I thought you were gonna kill me." They said, "I lied," and then just let him go. It's only because it's Arnold. Sam Worthington can't do that because he doesn't have
that feel.
Right.
What you got?
All of Arnold's movies fueled by cocaine.
Really? They're all fueled by all of them?
Who writes that stuff? Come on now,
Seriously?
It's drugged out.
Come on now.
I want the 80s to come back with movies. I want
The 80s
cocaine.
have come back.
I want cocaine all over the papers. And, hell yeah, that was cocaine filled.
And we might even get some of the 70s in part 3 because they're talking about getting Harrison Ford in there.
I don't want to see Blade Runner.
Yes, you do.
And speaking of that, they're talking about doing Blade Runner again. No.
No, they can't touch
I don't
Blade
wanna touch
Runner.
Blade
Runner. Now they can't touch Blade Runner.
No, they shouldn't.
touch Blade Runner.
They should not. They should not. Because no.
Okay,
who's gonna play Harrison's part if they did? Who?
Nobody.
Exactly. So you have nothing there. Here's another thing that should never, and I mean ever, be touched. Anything Bruce Lee. Anything Bruce Lee. With only one exception though.
What's that?
Game of Death. I don't know what you got to do.
Unfinished project.
You take the original script if need be and get some. Jason Scott Lee's probably too old. He probably can't do it anymore because he did an outstanding job playing him in his life story. But I don't know, Tony Jaa. I don't know who you got to do to do it. Quentin Tarantino can direct it or something. But that original script, though, I don't want it to be any weird, strange amalgamation of whatever that strange junk that they tried to do with the Game of Death movie it was. So.
Well, I do have one that was my favorite.
Okay.
Sorry about that, Philip. It's Cape Fear.
Cape Fear
was a remake. And then another thing that I really, really liked about it was that they had the cast, 3 of the main cast members from the old Cape Fear was in this one. So you have De Niro, you have Nolte, and it was just a great movie overall.
Well, you got Nick Nolte in a movie, man. Something weird's gonna happen. Something crazy gonna go down.
But I heard they're gonna talk about it, some of John Hughes' films. So I heard they're gonna do a little Weird Science remake. I don't want them to touch that. Why would you touch that? Anything John Hughes did, you should never touch.
Here's what they're gonna do with that, and this is gonna make me mad. They're probably gonna redo that, and they're gonna recast Kelly LeBrock's part with Megan Fox or something. And they'll just mess the whole thing up. Make you mad. Here's the thing. If you were going to do a Weird Science remake, you would have had to have done it 7 years ago, 8 years ago with Elizabeth Hurley as Kelly LeBrock's part. That's probably about the only way that really worked because you had the British accent. It worked. It was kind of cool. We're running out of time. Anything else real quick, guys? One last for each of you. Just movie.
Bloodsport.
Bloodsport should be remade?
No.
Leave Bloodsport alone. Sean. Make it Sean. What you got?
As far as a good remake, the Thomas Crown Affair. I enjoyed that one.
This man, Mega Sean, with the obscure Thomas Crown Affair reference. If you want to get in on the conversation, email us at gameshowchat@gmail.com. Follow us on Twitter @gameshowchat. Subscribe to this channel. Philip, the 3 boobs were in Total Recall. Game over.
Remember, Sally, when I promised to kill you last? I lied.